So there's a number of different ways that corporates are engaging with tech companies, and that goes from really early stage tech companies, people with a prototype, right through to Series A, Series B, Series C funded tech companies who are much more in the growth stage and more established. The first way is you can just take a bunch of sales meetings from them, okay? You'll get hustled and hounded by a bunch of tech companies, I'm sure, if you're in the enterprise space, who will want to come and sell you their wares. And that's okay, but it tends to be quite time inefficient, and it's quite difficult to judge who the best ones are. The other way is the accelerator model, and what a lot of people don't know is there's two different types of accelerator model. One's based on going to market, and one's based on investment. So starting with the investment one, these accelerators are things like, think like Techstars, who work with people like Barclays and Disney. It's people like JLab, who work with John Lewis. And these accelerators are all about investment. So if you imagine you're an early stage tech company, you might be a guy, he has an idea, he has a laptop, you start building a product. You take a little chunk of equity, you'll give them a little bit of investment to go on for 3, maybe up to 6 months. And the whole point of that is to grow the asset value of that company, to get more investment at a later stage and grow it. And the side benefit is that employees in that organization can come and help, and they can mentor them, and that's kind of cool. That's one model. The second model, which will be appropriate for a different type of client, is more of a challenge-based accelerator. So any company that's struggling with innovation can start with their problem, okay? It might be something like, how do we engage more people in our brand? Or it might be something like, how do we communicate better as an organization? They tend to be quite meaty business problems. And they get to meet all the best entrepreneurs who are solving that problem in a very efficient way through a speed dating format. And the whole goal is to get a trial market at the end. Okay, so you go through a 12-week process where you start with your problem, meet tech companies, co-create the trial market, and end up with a low-risk trial at the end of it to then scale it up within your organization. Two very different models, one with the objective for investment, one with the objective for go-to-market. And arguably a very different audience. One's much more about corporate venture, the other's just more about the trend towards the CIO and the CTOs. They're not the ones buying technology anymore at scale as much. It's much more about everyone in the organization is a buyer of technology as technology becomes more pervasive in everybody's life. So hopefully that's given a little insight of the different models that can be used to work with tech companies.